To go live for this screen. Hello. Hey, I'm live. Welcome to D&December. This is, what it is today? Oh, it's the 6th of December. I've lost track. Now, a little bit later, Lars and I are going to get started recording our DDO session where we'll be talking about and doing some stuff for, hey, there we go. I just dinged in on myself. Where we're going to be doing stuff, talking about some certain things for, I don't know, I have to look at my prompts because it's been a long day yesterday gaming. And today, I'm not awake. So what I'm going to talk about today, pretty simple. I'm going to be playing around with DDO a little bit. No, I'm sorry, not DDO. I'm going to be playing with D&D Beyond a little bit because is to create characters. And I'm looking through, I've got 42 characters created here. Some of them, that was created for, this one was created for campaign. I see one of them, I'm just going to read some of my concepts here that I have. I have an Eldritch Knight Fighter. I don't know what I created that one for. I see Steve the Cleric on my list. This was a concept created by, this was a concept I created off of a video by ProJared where he's describing basically the stupidest player he'd ever seen in Dungeons and Dragons. So I created a character. In fact, I will tell you a few things about Steve. To quote Jared, Steve is a dumbass. Okay, this is actually the player and not the character. But I created a character and created an entire convention game based off helping this guy and bring him in occasionally when I need comic relief. He's pretty decent on his stats. He's a cleric. He has a wisdom score of 13 for a cleric. I wasn't going to put him down to like negative wisdom, but he's got an 8 in charisma and he's got a 6 in intelligence. He literally walks into walls and does stupid things. For the con game, I created an entire chart of roll on this. If you roll good, Steve does something only awesome and might help you. And if you do something stupid, hang on a second. I forgot to move my mic because, like I said, this is my first thing. I didn't mention before, but this is my first time doing this. So we're going to have some stuff moving around here, and I just got to figure this out as I go. Also, my keyboard's not working right. And when I had him in that form, I always had the option, if I ever really needed to, I could take Steve and make him cover the party ass if I needed them to not die. It was pretty awesome. Let's see here. Some necromancers. Ooh, Gary the Weed Druid. He's a tabaxi druid, circle the land. I might do circle spores or something like that now. I don't think that was available when I created him. Here's a necromancer. Monk of light. Ooh. An acid dragon kobold. He was a sorcerer. Not surprising. Let's see here. A big bad evil guy for one of my campaigns. And sometimes I give these guys really creative names. Like there's Tank Bro. He's basically a barbarian. I did a few of the. I'm just looking some of these. There's a few characters that. I decided to throw together the party of the original team Avatar from Avatar: Last Airbender because I felt like it. I just like creating characters. And I get to the top, and there's Theo from my current 5e campaign. I went over him in the video yesterday, so if you want to see that, go see that. But we're just going to create the character. We're just going to create a new character right now. As soon as I remember where the things, there it is. So I don't have anybody watching because nobody has any idea I was even streaming today. So we're just going to start here. Let me grab my keyboard out. Build on. Why is this loading so slow? Oh yeah, I'm using up all my bandwidth. Okay, so we're going to call him, we'll just call it the live stream character. Let's just turn on everything here because I want any content that I can use. We'll turn up all the Optional class features. I won't use the customize your origin. A lot of the stuff from Tasha's Cauldron that just dropped, I don't care about. Most of this I'm not going to worry about because we're going to just build the character. Let's see here. Races. Actually, I'm going to skip forward to the class because usually when I come up with the character, I'm going to start my class and then my background. I usually start with my class instead of the race because my class often informs my race. So let's see what we've got for classes. I think we got 13 core classes, and I think I'm going to build this at level 3 so we get to the subclass for whatever one. I got 14 because I got the Artificer, I got the Barbarian, I got a Bard, I got the Blood Hunter from Critical Role, there's Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard. I think we'll go with kind of simple. I don't think I've done an Artificer yet. So we're going to make this an Artificer. So let's see here. They are an Intelligence caster, an Artificer. So let's see here. They are an Intelligence caster. Come to think of it, when our DDO game, when we get that posted, I'm going to be running an Artificer because I can have a flamethrower and a machine gun and a doggy. Oh wait, and I think I'll get me a doggy in this. So let's go back. Oops, I just hit the wrong button there. And now we'll go and reload everything because that's the terrible thing. Usually, though, when I come up with a character concept, I pick my class, I pick my race depending on what fits, backgrounds as I go, and usually everything I build comes off of that. So let's get my Artificer. There we go. Let's add the Artificer class and go back and take care of race. Let's see. What looks good to me? I don't know. Actually, let's just... I can speak as a human. I can speak common, and let's go gnomish because I think that fits for an Artificer because he likes to fiddle with things, and that's kind of a gnome thing. So we're going to drop our ASIs. We will drop Object Score. Let's give him some skills. What skill shall I give him? Let's see here. Let's go investigation because when he was young, he liked to tear stuff up. That's why he's an Artificer. Now we get a feat, and I think I'm going to go with good old crossbow expert. And let me load here. Is that you get to ignore the loading property, which means you get to take multiple shots. You don't get disadvantage when you're in 5 feet, and use the attack action. If I had a hand crossbow and something else, I would use that. Kind of makes me miss. Okay, so let's... Why am I character level 2? Oh, it glitched. Why did it give me 2 confirm? Let's take that and let's go. Actually, I'm going to go with 3. We're going to go with 3 levels Artificer. So let's go down here. Class features, proficiencies. I get 2. We'll go Arcana first because he's got to be pretty handy with things. So let's see here. Painters. Let's find some tools. We'll make him a metal guy and give him Smith's tools. Artificer infusions. Let's see here. We got four options to play with. I have not looked at all these. Enhanced weapon. And there's the ding from Lars who forgot. Who I said don't do that. Let's go repeating shot because let's see here. The enhanced weapon gives me a +1 and +2 when I hit second infusion is going to be repeating shot. +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls when it's used to make a ranged attack. Make a ranged attack in order to the loading property if has it. Ooh. If you load no ammunition, it produces its own. Okay. And let's give us a homunculus. Basically, I get a little pet. And let's see here. Let's see here. I'm not going to worry about all that. Let's see what else I've got here. Oh, yeah, homunculus. Okay. Let me close out the pile of infusion. Artificer specialty. We are going to go with the battlesmith. Battlesmith. Let's. I should go through all the things. I got magical tinkering, which lets me make some dinky thing. Spell casting. Yeah, I get to use my artificer's tools to do that. At second level, I get to infuse items when we got our infusions picked. Let's see. Right tool for the job. At third level, I learn how to produce the exact tools you need. With these tools or artisan's tools, you can magically create one set of artisan's tools in unoccupied space within 5 feet. Okay. So I can create any tools that I need. Tool proficiencies. Why don't I not have Tinker's tools listed on here? Probably because I already have it. Battlesmith spells. Oh, yeah, it's just the spells that I'm able to pick. Oops. Let's go back here. So, and I've got the Steel Defender. Basically, I get a metal doggy. So I get 2 spells. So let's look at cantrips. Usually when I do cantrips, a couple things. Number one, I'm looking for something that gives me a ranged attack, although I'm going to pretty much have a ranged attack. And I usually look, and there we go. Beyond just exploded on me. Waiting for the reload. Where I'll build some more. See, a lot of the things is going through all of these noodly things is part of the fun of this. Okay, so I got Mage Hand. Let's go back into my known spells. We got one more cantrip we can get. And I think I will pick up the awesomely awesome Prestidigitation. Like I said, this guy likes to fiddle with things. Or actually, let's not. I don't think he'll worry about. He'll create magical effects using his other skill. But so I could prepare. It looks like I could prepare one of the 18 spells. I only get to prepare one spell. Eesh. Oh yeah, he's only a half caster. I forgot. So let's see here. Let's get into first level spells. Okay, so some ones I look at. Catapult is always good. Basically, you get to throw something. But he's got a crossbow that he can fan the hammer on, so what's the point there? Let's see here. Alarm, nah. Detect magic, expeditious retreat, fairy fire. Fairy fire is always one of my faves. Fairy fire, if you don't know, let's see here. Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet. My favorite. Light. And then basically they fail their save. Basically, you get advantage on them. Good when you want to cast it and cause things to go really bad. So let's go into the optional features and see what we've got. Cause things to go really bad. So let's go into the optional features and see what we've got. We are going to do the standard array just because it makes it easier. So let's take a look at... so let's get the intelligence up to 15. That gets them intelligence. We're going to take the dex up there to 15. To 14. Now we'll take it to 13 because I'll give them a 14 dex. Which means we can put the 14 in the Constitution. I think we'll give him good wisdom, average out the strength, and we'll dump charisma because he's a fiddly nut job. He likes to He's a scientist in Dungeons and Dragons. What do you expect? So they got a fiddly and kind of crazy dude. Okay. Wow. That's the problem with as you start adding these, you get way, 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 way too many. Let's look. So he can play with disguise kits, forgery kits. Although deception and although apparently he isn't that good on these because his dump stats charisma. So let's just pick a line for him. Let's go with actually the problem is you're not going to be able to see a lot of this part. But yeah, I'll do the charlatan for the background just because and we'll skip all the things. So let's see what we equip him with. Let's just pick our starting equipment. Simple weapons. Let's give him a light crossbow. Oh, I mean, he already gets a light crossbow, so we'll give him a dagger, and we'll give him a. Let's see here. What else would be good for him? Let's give him mace just in case he needs to hit stuff. It works for me. And we can give him scale mail because he's not the most agile. So the scale mail will give him some decent stuff. These tools and the dungeoneering pack. Let's see here. Disguise kit. And then he gets, let's see here. 10 stopper bottles filled with a colored liquid for that. And a pouch containing things. So let's equip him with some stuff. I imagine him to be a fiddly dude that just is, yeah. Okay, so let's go equip his light crossbow, which is his primary weapon. Give him his dagger there. Put on his mace. And let's put the scale mail on. So he's armored and he's got this and go. Gotcha. And then at some point I may want to pick up some levels of something else just to give him some machine gun capability. So let's mean creating characters is you just fiddle with it and create characters. So yeah, he's got a +2 on his dex stuff. He's got con and intelligence for his saving throws. Got a good constitution, so that gives him unless you're rolling your stats, and he's got that charisma dump stat, which is kind of a weak stat, soft stat. So we may eventually want to do that. He could fire 80 without going disadvantage. He can fire 80 feet with his crossbow, doing 1d8 plus 2 damage. Let's roll an attack for him just for fun. And I rolled. Let's see here. So that's 5 points of damage if he shot somebody. Yay. Okay. So he's got his magical tinkering. He's got a crossbow expert, so he can. That's if we had fusions. So yeah, I'd have to pick his infusions. Let's see here. We go to spells. He's got Mage Hand and Mending for his cantrips. Fairy Fire and has and Heroism and Shield, which Shield's really cool because that basically means his current armor class is 16 with the scale the scale mail +2 for his bonus gives him 14 plus needed that, and he's got a few slots to cast. Basically he could jump that 22 by casting Shield 5. And he's got 3 of those in a day. So he could cast Fairy Fire to mess with somebody. And then he's got Shield if it looks like he's going to take a big hit. If he's got something big, he can raise the shield and basically he's okay for a round. Which is pretty cool. And then I'd have to get the stats for his others. Let's see here. I'll show you what an artificer in the 3.5 and DDO could do tomorrow, because that will be awesome. So yeah. So I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I will go ahead and get this posted here. I will drop this in. Here we go. Copy my link. I will drop this in because nobody said anything. So Well, that's pretty much the end of the stream. So I will see you next time, and we might do this again next week, or if I'm feeling really lazy, which is only on days of the week that end in a Y. So see ya.